Guys, taking you out of that, and I'm joined by a very special guest today, Ronica Cleary.
Hi,
Yay, thanks so much for
I'm
joining.
so excited to be here.
All right, guys, Ronica is one of our political reporters. She often covers the White House, almost always, right?
So recently. It's fairly new, but I've been going there most days.
And so she's always pretty much at the White House for the briefing in the afternoon, which there is none today. Is that right?
No briefing today.
Okay, so I'm so glad to have her in here.
Me
Very
too.
special. So we got to talk what happened overnight. I was getting all the breaking sort of news posts about the taxes. Yeah, he released his taxes from 2005.
Well, he didn't release.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's saying he didn't release them.
Okay.
So it was crazy. So the news broke. The MSNBC started sort of teasing that this was coming, and as you remember, it was very controversial. Where's the camera?
There we go.
There
This
we go.
one.
This
Yep.
one is the one. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, right.
I'm
So
gonna
I'm
see if I can
looking
get her
at you
name
too.
up.
That's fine.
Yeah, both.
So I want to look at everybody.
Yeah.
And so basically teasing that they had taxes, and it then came out that it was the 2005 tax return, just 2 pages from the federal return. And then Rachel Maddow sat down with the journalist who says that he received these in the mail. And you saw this in the campaign and race as well, where journalists would receive tips and leaks of documents in their mailbox, right? And so this man, who is I believe a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist, that's how Rachel introduced him on the broadcast last night, does, I guess, tax reporting. I wasn't familiar with his work, I'll be honest, but he received them. They did confirm with the White House that they are, in fact, Donald Trump's tax returns. I pulled this up before I came in here, though. Part of the statement that they were accurate documents. So that's important to know that. But the White House senior administration official in a statement said, some harsh words. You are desperate for ratings when you are willing to violate the law to push a story about 2 pages of tax returns from over a decade ago. It is totally illegal to steal or publish tax returns. So there is the conversation on whether or not, he's saying he received them in the mail. It's not illegal to receive something in the mail and do a report on it, but it seems that the White House is suggesting that they were obtained in an illegal fashion. So now there's this whole new conversation about them. But in a nutshell, the tax returns show that Trump made a lot of money in 2005, and Trump paid a lot of taxes in 2005. So the reaction is that many people say this looks good for Donald Trump. That actually, it shows that he's paying his taxes, making lots of money, and
he's even paying more than the average person. Is that what it was? Like the percentage was higher than. Because when you're in a certain wealth bracket, et cetera, it looked good.
It looked good for Donald Trump. It really did. So, now this morning, Donald Trump tweeted out that the way the journalist is saying that he received the tweets, I think you have it here.
Yeah.
Does anybody really believe that a reporter who nobody ever heard of once went to his mailbox and found my tax returns?
He's saying it's okay.
So he's saying the story. I read that tweet too quickly this morning when I first posted it. He is not. He's agreeing that the return is factual, that those 2 pages are real.
Okay.
He is saying that the story of how the returns were obtained is fake. And I don't know if we'll ever find out, but if you take the journalist at his word, he's saying they came in the mail. And that is something that happens. That is not an unheard of thing for journalists with certain experiences or certain publications to receive tips and leaks in the mail. So it's not unreasonable to believe that did happen, but Donald Trump is saying that story is not true.
Okay, yeah. So do we, because it's 10 years old, right? Or do we anticipate more of this coming out? Is it important for us to know? That's our Fox Box, guys.
Oh, yes.
Getting the alerts. Don't worry about it.
I remember when I first got here, and I would hear that, I said, well, who is that? What's going on? But they're actually very helpful. So that's a good question. That's an interesting question. So the taxes look good for Donald Trump. That there's conversation, would he release more? There's also the fact that it is not illegal to release your tax returns if you are under audit, which has been a claim that Donald Trump has made, that because he's under audit, he can't release his returns. Now that one set is out, should he release more? I don't know what's going to happen. And there's no briefing today. So it's not like we can ask these questions. Whenever there's big news, you want to be able to ask questions immediately.
But Will this be?
We'll be there tomorrow.
Right. I was going to say, will this be? I mean, this will be the top thing people are talking about to Sean Spicer
well,
tomorrow.
Donald Trump's budget is coming out tomorrow, so
Okay.
now there'll be 2 topics. You know, he usually takes questions for about an hour, which is a long time.
Yeah.
But maybe the questions won't be able to get as in depth because you'll have people wanting to talk about the budget. He's going to Michigan today. He has
Right.
a campaign event tonight. I mean, there is so much going on today. This is the opposite of a slow news day, 1,000%. And so I don't know. The briefing tomorrow will certainly cover this, but
Yeah.
there are so many things going on. The questions won't be probably as in depth or as many because it's not today. And
There's
that's-
other stuff that will overshadow
Yeah,
at that
exactly.
time. So Hillary brought this up during the campaign. I mean, not to belabor this whole thing, but like, is this even news now? Do you think it's news? I mean, that was kind of the question resounding in the newsroom this morning. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's sort of unheard of. Certainly in recent history, it is expected that a candidate will release their taxes.
Yeah.
And I think that people would like to see them. And I think that it shows you learn a lot about an individual and their financial holdings. And, it matters. It does matter. But yeah, he won the race and he didn't do it. And so does it matter now? I don't know. But I
Right.
did hear rumblings and talk of trying to make it so that candidates in the future must release returns. So if something like that were to happen before the next election, would then he have to? I don't know. Hillary Clinton released all of her returns. I mean, for decades, I think. I mean, so I don't know if it matters or if it's news. Certainly, it might be different if there was a bigger, smoking gun in the 2 pages. But it is only 2 pages,
know.
and like I said, many people are just kind of saying it was a lot of hype over something that didn't really show us anything bad, if you will, and arguably made the president look like a really rich man who paid a lot of taxes, which is a good thing. I mean, you'd want to find good things. He's our president, and you would want to see that. So, we'll have to see. But I always ask the viewers at the end of my hits to let us know what you think.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
let us know what you think about the taxes, and you could tweet us. You tweet Molly or myself, and weigh
Please
in.
do.
Does it matter to you? Is this something that now you feel like just a little glimmer of something that you really want to know
Right.
more of? And it would be nice if you would just release them and put the issue behind. And I did see one report or something about with tax day coming, there's going to be this, I think it was in Rachel Maddow's opening monologue last night about a group sort of protesting on tax day that we still haven't seen his tax returns and that sort of thing. So it's not going away.
Yeah.
So
Definitely. Well, let's switch gears a little bit. Ronica, since you're not at the White House briefing today, what are you talking about later today in the show? Can you tease that a little bit? Or what are you working on?
Okay, so we were just talking.
Yeah, you have some
We
good
were
notes.
just talking a little bit about the new executive order with the temporary travel ban. It is starting, I believe it's tonight at midnight, I think. And so there is a court hearing right now in Maryland related to it. The ACLU is there, and we are going to check it out. We're going to actually head over to the court and, see a little bit more. But I mean, I literally just walked in.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
we'll see what happens. But we're
That's
also
great.
going to do in our 5 at 6:30 show, we're going to go to a bar or restaurant or someplace and talk to some people and get some live reaction to some of these top stories of the day. And also this Snoop Dogg story about
Yeah,
the
we have this tweet on that.
Do you have the tweet
Well,
on that?
Just a tweet, but you want to tell us a little more about it? Or?
Yeah, I guess in a new music video, Snoop Dogg, I think everyone in the video, from what I remember, from what I read about it, everyone in the video is dressed as a clown or something in there, or a clown dressed as something else. I don't know. I haven't seen the video.
Yeah.
But there's a clown dressed as Donald Trump, and Snoop Dogg takes a gun and shoots it at him. And so Speaker Ryan was asked about this, Marco Rubio was asked about this, and now Donald Trump is weighing in on this and, saying that the reaction would be much stronger if it had been done to President Obama. So that might be the question. We might talk to people about that tonight at 6:30. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to talk about, but there are so many topics, and my day starts at 11, so I kind of just got here, but I'm so glad to check in, and that's what we're doing. Look how cool this looks. We're going to take a picture of this of this Fox 5
It's cool
Live.
looking, huh?
It looks awesome, and I can't wait to go. I'll go watch it on YouTube.
And normally, guys, my chyrons are being kind of weird today. You can see these in the lower third, but there you go. There's our Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Fox5DC. That's what we use, that handle. Fox 5 Live is our hashtag, so you can always get at me, get at us with that.
Yeah,
I want to
please
see what you
do.
guys have to say. And we'll always be kind of looking at that. But anyway, it was great to chat with Ronica
Thank
here.
you
Thanks
for
for giving
having
your
me in here.
time.
So I guess I just leave mid-show.
Yeah, she just kind of
Oh
rolls
my
out.
goodness,
We'll
this
flash
is
it back to the White
crazy,
House.
But it was great to talk to you guys.
Yeah, thanks again,
Have
Ronica.
a great day.
She'll
Find me
wave
on
back.
Twitter. See you. Ronica Cleary on Twitter. In case you
There
didn't
she
know.
is. She's at Ronica Cleary. You can see a lot of her political posts and stuff. So, yeah, thanks. We'll take that mic.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks, Ronica.
Thanks, Molly.